Welcome to my 2023 vintage thrifted Christmas home tour. We'll start at the front door and we'll work our way through. Stick around till the end and I'll show you what it's like when it's all lit up at night. Now if you've been following me for a while, you remember me doing this dark green in the hallway. It's a beautiful shade of green. I've got the pink halfway up the stairs and a lovely blue rug stair runner. I haven't done a lot of decorating in the hallway. That was a DIY from a couple of weeks ago. I've got a couple of little wreaths and some greenery tucked in behind all the lovely mirrors, which help to reflect any light that's in the room. I've got a lovely garland on the staircase, and it's threaded with some ribbons and some extra greenery. There's the little bells that was another DIY from a couple of weeks ago, and then there's Santa standing in the doorway waiting to lead you on into the rest of the house. There he is, lovely Santa, waving you on. Into the dining room, again in keeping with the age of the house, kept the colours very authentic, and the furniture's quite dark. And then into the very moody and cosy front room, or parlour as it would have been called. Again, very in keeping with a Victorian style Christmas. The living room is a place where you want to curl up and relax. It's not overly decorated, but there's lots of textures, comfy pillows, baskets holding the warm throws to snuggle in the chilly evenings, and it's a place where family and friends can come sit and enjoy being with you over the holidays. I'm going to share with you the things that make my holiday warm and cosy. So the tree is tartan, lots of bows and lots of vintage ornaments, lots of ornaments that we've picked up in our travels over the last little while. Obviously the walls are a very, very deep blue, which really lends to that warm and cosy feeling. And of course the pop of red of the couch is very seasonal. Lots of pillows, as I said, and lots of greenery to bring the outdoors in for the holiday season, which is a very, very traditional thing to do. Obviously it started during Victorian times, but it's a very British thing to do. We always have lots of greenery, lots of tartans, a big roaring fire and a big old tree. Particular favourite of mine this year is the front alcove with the bust and the holly and the greenery with the candles, and then very traditional with the hanging greenery decoration, all framed with the beautiful velvet curtains that were thrifted just before Christmas, again with the lampshades that were a DIY, tying everything together, and the equestrian themed wall, and of course Mr. Dudley really enjoying the couch and the warm fire. Over to the curio cabinet. Again, the top of the cabinet I've gone with that equestrian theme, and then the cabinet inside I've kind of mixed in some family photos, a few ribbons, some little bits of greenery, those lovely holiday masks that are vintage, actually Victorian reproductions. They would have been used at Christmas time by the children for parties and dress up and games. There's some vintage baubles, glass baubles, some little Santa Claus, lots of ribbon and greenery. Again, lots of family photos, and of course, what's Christmas without a copy of Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol? Again, things that are very in keeping with that Dickensian look and era. I do have a bit of an obsession with robins. I tend to have a robin, at least one robin in my Christmas trees and somewhere in my decor around the house. So look out for the little robins because they are dotted about here and there and everywhere. Another comfy chair's been bought in for the Christmas. Lots of little trees, greenery and bells. There's all little lights threaded throughout the greenery. Another set of the beautiful velvet curtains that were thrifted. The tablecloth was thrifted probably last year, and I love reflections in the mirrors of the room beyond. I think it looks so pretty. There's my beautiful Santa my sister bought me many years ago. Again, I've said I would put him up year round if I could. He's just so gorgeous. Everything in this room was thrifted, all the cabinets, 90% of the dishes. I do have a set of my own Spode blue dishes, but everything else, everything on top, all the pictures, everything's thrifted. I will be using the red Spode dishes for Christmas dinner. I think we've got quite a few going to be here with all the kids, so I will be using that. The centerpiece, I will do a table setting before Christmas, but for now I keep the poinsettia with the old champagne bucket, and then it's off into the kitchen. There are some lovely original features with this old house. This archway between the dining room and the living room is just lovely, especially when it's decorated with the greenery. Again, this is the poinsettia hubby bought me a few weeks ago. It just goes perfectly in the silver champagne bucket. And I do like to add a consistent theme in the room, so I've added these little horns on my light, candle lights on the wall. And again, this is the little electronics basket, just added a little bauble with the pillow. Off into the kitchen, you'll notice we've put a doorway. There was a doorway, we've put a door on the doorway, put a French door with the glass on, just again to cut down on the drafts, because it is an old house, it's very drafty. We moved a few things around a few weeks ago, and these are the shelves all decorated now with Christmas. I love the old paper chain decorations. I remember making them at school, and it's always just so lovely to put them up. That little Santa is something that I picked up new actually from Michael's a few years ago. He's lovely. He's a little bit out of character for what I normally buy, but I saw him, I just loved him. This little Santa and the reindeer is a Hallmark decoration that's probably 20 years old. They used to buy you Christmas cards and you get a little Hallmark free gift with them. We had a few of them when the kids were little. We used to collect them. And it's nice to put them out now, and the kids always love to see them out at Christmas. In the other part of the kitchen, it's lovely to decorate these high shelves with a little bit of greenery. I changed out my transferware with the Christmas colours, and then just hung a few pieces here and there just to add a little bit of Christmas to this corner of the kitchen. A little picture of Santa was one my son did when he was at school. I always put that up every year, and I like to put the kids' little ornaments around the house. This little one has got an eye missing, but it's nice to have him up. This is another nice little area in the window, again very nostalgic. This is the children's tree. This is a little garland that I made out of felt, again just to add to the cupboard, and my little wall with the my faux taxidermy wall, just a little bit of greenery there. So just little touches here and there in the kitchen, nothing too crazy. A little bit of mistletoe, a little bit of holly made from felt. So up the stairs to the two spare rooms that we have up there, One of them is, we've got 3 rooms upstairs. One's the office. One is, well, 2 spare rooms. One you've never seen. So this is my lovely, lovely warm mustard room. I love this room. Again, it's a lovely mustard yellow with the green walls. Again, this is another cosy room, and it's just down to the colours because the house is so cold, but these colours really warm the house up and give it a cosy feel. Just added a couple of little ornaments here and there and a Christmas tree. Again, just to bring a little bit of Christmas spirit into all the bedrooms, mainly because we're going to be having people stay, but it is nice to have a little bit of Christmas in every room. Again, very traditional with the decor and just a garland, a lit garland threaded through the headboard. Again, it looks really pretty at night with the twinkle lights on. Just beside the bed I have a lovely old vintage hand sewn wreath that I've had for many years. Used to put them up in the kids' room at Christmas and they always liked them. And of course another little Christmas tree. So down the hallway to the front of the house, and this is a bedroom that you've never seen before. This is the front bedroom, and I guess under normal circumstances this would be the master bedroom. It was in a terrible state when we moved in. We had to redo this one first, and my stepson was living in it up until a little while ago, so I do have a before. I'll show you that after Christmas once it's been returned to how it's going to be year round, but I really enjoyed decorating this for Christmas. That quilt is one that I've thrifted. I've been waiting nearly a year to put that on the bed because it's so Christmassy. Everything again in this room, other than the mirror and the bed, they both belong to the kids, but everything else in this room is thrifted. There's the chair from downstairs. I swapped that out with the bigger one just for I wanted something in this room, and these walls are a very light blue, and that toile little chair just looks very pretty in the room. Again, it's nice. That cabinet came from our bedroom downstairs. That's thrifted and painted. The little bells on the door are what I picked up last year in the UK. Just a nice little selection of books. All different themes. A lot of them are like kids' books, Enid Blight and travel, a couple of little travel and arts books, but just light reading. This little couch has been in the library. It was also in the other bedroom, so I thought I'd bring it in here because it just fit in perfectly. That's the tree from our room downstairs. And then this little wall shelf was, I think, $1.50. I picked it up just last week. It's perfect for this spot. There's my little doll head collection. It's nice to have them out, and I'm perfect on that little shelf. Just below it is another little shelf, which was, I think, $3. I picked that up a couple of weeks ago as well, knowing that I was going to put it in this room. The baskets are always a lovely touch. Love how the bed turned out with those red velvet pillows. It just screams Christmas to me. I just add the red pillows to the navy bed with the blue bedding with the brown quilt, and then pop of red colour again with the Christmas quilt on the bottom, and it all just ties together really nicely, again with that lovely vintage feel. Finally, I just added in my office a little Christmas tree and the little cloche ornaments that I made a couple of weeks ago. Now let's have a look what everything looked like at night with the lights on. For a lot of us, Christmas is a magical time. It's a time of innocence. It's a time of joy. You always associate it with children or being a child. It's a way for us to connect with the past and create memories for the future. And Christmas lights are so beautiful and create such a festive ambience that many people find them appealing. Whether they're coloured lights or just the plain lights, they really can evoke joy and wonder, while also having the ability to affect our mood and emotions. You put a little twinkle light on it, it automatically makes you think, well, it makes me think of Christmas, and it's just a lovely whimsical touch that you can put on not just trees, and you can put them anywhere, and it instantly raises your mood and makes the room feel cozy. And let's be honest, Christmas is here for such a short time. Let's extend that into every room and put twinkle lights everywhere. Well, thank you so much for watching my 2023 home tour. I hope you enjoyed it. I think it just proves a point. You don't have to spend a lot of money at Christmas. You can do a lot with a very little. And I would say 99% of my house is thrifted. So again, I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next week for something a little different.